Welcome back to another episode of the Experience Franklin County, Indiana podcast. Can you believe 2024 is almost over, or it may be already over by the time you're listening to this episode? And I wanted to do something a little bit different for this week's Experience Franklin County podcast. With the new year coming up, it's a great year to try something new, to kind of stretch our wings a little bit, something you can do right here in Franklin County, Indiana, through these dark, cold winter months and 12 months out of the year. Get you out, explore the county a little bit. Let's get right into it. Today, I want to share with you a hobby that's not only relaxing and rewarding, but accessible to anyone: birding or bird watching. Whether you've ever noticed the cheerful chirping outside your window or spotted a hawk soaring high in the sky above Franklin County, birding is all about appreciating and connecting with the beauty of the natural world. How do you get started? Well, the best part about birding is it can be as simple or as adventurous as you want. For beginners, it can start right in your own yard. All you need is a bit of patience and observation. Set up a bird feeder, or just sit and look out your window. You might be amazed at the variety of birds that come to visit when you take the time to notice them. If you're ready to venture further, local parks and nature trails are great places to explore. And of course, right here in Franklin County, three of my favorites. The Wildlife Wander Trail at Mounds State Recreation Area. It's a short, easy 3/4 of a mile loop, and the birds are just everywhere in there. The Whitewater Canal Trail, the trail at Brookville City Park. And if you get into birding and decide you really enjoy it, well, you can make a whole day of it, not only in Franklin County, but all over the area. There are even organized birding trips set up in the area. One of the best things about birding is that it doesn't have to cost much. You can start with nothing more than your eyes and your ears. If you're ready to invest a bit, here are some things you can pick up. Binoculars. A good pair of binoculars makes a world of difference. For beginners, an 8x42 pair is ideal. They provide a good balance of magnification and field of view. That's how wide the picture is in them. You don't need the most expensive model. Many budget-friendly options are excellent for starting out. Maybe a field guide. That's a helpful tool to identify species. Books like the Sibley Guide to Birds or the Audubon book. Or there are apps like the Merlin Bird ID. I love that app. Speaking of apps, technology has made birding even easier. Merlin Bird ID by the Cornell Lab of Ornithology is fantastic for identifying birds by sight or even by sound. You can turn this app on and let it run, and it will identify bird calls in the background. Another great app is called eBird, where you can log your sightings, explore hotspots, and contribute to citizen science and bird observations. And one of the cheapest is just a simple notebook that will fit in your pocket. Some birders like to keep a physical journal to record sightings, while others use apps like Merlin to keep a life list, a record of every bird species they've ever identified. Whichever way you choose, it's fun to track your progress. Well, I mentioned a few of these, but here in Franklin County, we're lucky to have some amazing birding locations, and people travel from all over the country, literally, to come to Franklin County for birding. Here's a few we should check out. Brookville Lake. This huge lake is a haven for waterfowl, raptors, and songbirds. Look for great blue herons, osprey, bald eagles, ducks of all kind on Brookville Lake. Mounds State Recreation Area. Earlier, I mentioned the Wildlife Wander Trail. It's a great trail. I love that trail. And it's part of Brookville Lake, so you can also access the lake. You can also find woodland birds there. The Whitewater Canal Trail, one of the true gems of Franklin County, a peaceful trail that's home to a variety of species, from woodpeckers to warblers. It's a great place for a leisurely walk while listening to birdsong. And just the open fields of Franklin County. Open fields and farmlands, they're great for spotting meadowlarks, sparrows, hawks, cardinals, blue jays, even the occasional sandhill crane. The list just goes on and on. You know, one of the things I love most about birding is its accessibility. You don't have to hike miles or climb mountains to enjoy this hobby. For those with limited mobility, birding can be as simple as watching a feeder from a cozy chair by the window. Many parks and trails are accessible to wheelchair. I think of the paved trail in the Brookville Town Park. You can wheel along that trail. Birding truly is accessible to everyone. If you want a bit more activity, birding while hiking allows you to combine exercise with observation. No matter your fitness level or any physical challenges, birding truly is a hobby for everyone. Well, in 2025, as we prepare to roar into the new year, why should you take up birding? Well, beyond the joy of spotting new species, birding is a fantastic way to slow down and to reconnect with nature. It improves our physical, mental, emotional, and even our spiritual health by just that reconnection. It reduces stress, sharpens your observational skills, and connects you to a broader community of bird enthusiasts. Birding also has an element of adventure. Whether you're logging sightings on your life list, visiting a new hotspot, or simply spotting an unexpected visitor at your feeder, there's always something new and exciting to discover. You never know what's around the next corner. So if you're looking for a hobby that's relaxing, rewarding, and adaptable to your lifestyle, birding just might be it. And you don't even have to leave Franklin County, Indiana to get started. Start small. Watch the birds in your yard, or take a walk in the park. As you learn more and develop your skills, you can explore birding trips, build your life list, invest in gear that enhances your experience. Remember, birds are out there every day, whether we notice them or not. Birding gives us the chance to notice, to appreciate, and to be part of something bigger. I appreciate you going along on this little birding journey. Let me recommend again, I've mentioned all of these. The easiest way to get started is just sit at your window and see what kind of birds come to your yard. And you might be pleasantly surprised what you find. Go to Brookville Town Park or up to Mound State Recreation Area or hit the Whitewater Canal Trail or just walk the streets of Oldenburg. Any place here in Franklin County, Indiana is fantastic for birding. Like I said earlier, we have people from all over the country that come to birding trips here in Franklin County, Indiana. Be sure and check out eBird and the Merlin app. I will put links to those in the show description. It's an easy, free way to get started. And if you're interested in finding out more about our parks here in Franklin County, both for birding and just in general, please don't hesitate to email us through our website. We would be happy to chat with you. We can even set up personalized trips for you or a group, whether it's for birding or something else. Birding, let's give it a try in 2025. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little introduction into birding here in Franklin County, Indiana. And if you've not given it a try, give it a try. You might be pleasantly surprised at just how much you like it. We're into winter here in Franklin County, Indiana, but we still have lots going on. You can find out just about everything you need to know on our website. That's www.franklincountyin.com. And you'll find a schedule of events, our upcoming festivals throughout the year of 2025. You'll find lodging, dining, menus, and much more on that website. And if you're on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, well, you can follow us along there also and find all kinds of fun and inspiring items related to Franklin County, Indiana. Until next week, we hope to see you experiencing Franklin County.